What's going on, guys? Spyful is back again, coming at you with a news video now. Me and my friend were talking recently, and he had a point. We were like, you know what? If K-Lab really wants money, you already know what to do. Just slap a healer into the next mid-month banner and call it good. Me personally, I'm like, but what if they want money and they just want us to revive more often, you know? Like, because right now all we had was Raid Tsukishima, but with this mid-month banner, we finally got the stats, the skills, all that. So yeah, what I say, mind Retsu. We finally get a remade Retsu. She looks pretty good. My only issue with her is that she doesn't seem crazy powerful. Like, she doesn't have frenzy, which honestly, like, when it comes down to it, I love frenzy on my characters. But I mean, it is what it is, right? So let's go over the stats. As you can see, stamina 831, attack 556, defense 293, focus 250, spiritual pressure 592. Now this will all get translated into level 200 stats. She does have a CDR of 12%. Her skills are Sprinter, Bruiser, Medic, Berserker, Devastation, Debilitator. She does have a Spotta Killer as well, which is actually pretty damn beefy. So, Sprinter, additional flash stat, Bruiser, increased normal attack damage, Medic, increased amount of people you heal. Pretty much it turns your single player heal into a team heal. Now, I never really liked Medic as an actual thing because you've always had straight up heals to begin with. Like, you had an now, so you don't actually need to make Medic a skill. She does have Berserker, so increased strong attack damage. Hopefully it all gets translated. Now we can see her 6-star here. Her skills are pretty interesting. Her first skill does look nice. She does paralyze on her first strong attack, I believe, if this dude will move his head, and her normal attack. So she does have Debilitator, which increases the length of her stun. So she does have a stun on her special, her normal attacks, which is awesome. And if this dude will move his head, I believe that she has one as her first strong attack. So Devastation, increased special move damage. Now that's nothing really too special, to be honest. I never really like Devastation unless it's a really high multiplier, something along the lines of maybe 40%. She doesn't have crazy high spiritual pressure, so even with Devastation, unless it's like 50% or higher, I don't see it doing a crazy amounts of damage. I do love her third strong attack though. I do like the AoEs around certain characters. My only thing is that I always prefer it to be in front of you, and maybe a little bit behind you, just so that you don't have to like position yourselves in the middle of all your enemies, you know what I mean? So like, this dude will move your head, yeah. Alright, so let's check our special out. I actually really like this one much more than her team heal. Like, sure, she doesn't have her emergency team heal, but usually like when it came down to that, your team was probably dying anyways. Like, it's really, it gets laggy in extreme co-op, you know what I mean? But overall, I do like her as a character. Her level 200 stats are 1034 stamina, 651 attack, 350 defense, 305 focus, and spiritual pressure 654, which is actually not bad. And with CDR as her trait, she's definitely going to be healing a lot more than her previous version. Alright, so let's get into Jushiro. He is the third character with damage reduction, which is actually pretty damn good. I'm surprised that they're making a new Jushiro so quickly, especially, I believe that this is a remake as well. Like, he has nothing crazy going on. I was kind of hoping that we'd get his new form, well, his Lost Agent version. So he does have a Spotta Killer. His stats are as follows: 786 stamina, 511 attack, defense 293, focus 280, 636 spiritual pressure. Now, he does have a long reach, sprinter, bruiser, berserker, havoc, bombardment, and sprinter, so he gets an increased damage to his normal attacks and strong attacks. He does not have frenzy, which kind of sucks, to be honest. He does have bombardment, so he is going to be a really good boss killer no matter what he does, to be honest, unless it's like a really low multiplier on his actual special, which I highly doubt, especially for a character like Jushiro. Now, he does have Havoc, so increased AoE for his strong attacks, which is awesome. Long reach, increased normal attack range, which is, we'll get into his gameplay in a second. He does, my issue with Jushiro mainly is that he does have, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't have that final skill, that final normal attack where it's like a little long range blast, his like Seto or whatever. I don't even know how you want to call it, a little keto blast, whatever. But like overall, his skills do look pretty sexy. Another issue I have with him is that he does not have any type of status ailments. Now that's a pretty big with me when it comes to characters, especially if they don't have frenzy. Unless that berserker is a 50% multiplier or perhaps even bigger, I personally just don't see him being that great as a character aside from being a Link. To be completely honest, guys, like I'm not gonna bullshit you, you know, it is what it is. So his 200 stats are as follows: 989 stamina, which is lower than the 1k threshold that I prefer on my characters. Attack 606, which is pretty good, it's okay. Defense 350, focus 335, and the spiritual pressure 698, which is actually really damn high, which is why I'm hoping that he gets a really good berserker multiplier. His normal attacks aren't really anything to write home about. His attacks only 606, which is quite low, to be honest, and unless that bruiser is something to write home about, I don't see his normal attacks being that special. Alright, so let's get into the creme de la creme of this gacha, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, Retsu's really good, but her only real use is extreme co-op. So let's get into his stats. For 6-star, 150, 815 stamina, 535 attack, 288 defense, 257 focus, 630 spiritual pressure. Now, 630 doesn't sound too crazy over the top compared to Jushiro's spiritual pressure, 636, but he does have Hollow Killer and he is a 20 sad Link, so he's already going to be dealing massive amounts of damage. You already know. He does have long reach, so increased normal attack range. Bruiser, increased normal attack damage. Havoc, increased range for his strong attacks, which is awesome. He does have Blast Zone, so his special is going to have a bigger range, which means that it's not a full screen, unfortunately. He does have Debilitator and Poison on all of his attacks, which is politically correct, right? Okay, yeah, which is kind of retarded, to be honest. But holy shit, dude. Not only that, but this dude sports Frenzy. let me say that again. 630 spiritual pressure with Frenzy and 20 strong attack damage. Now, if that doesn't get your tip wet, I don't know what will. His stamina is 1018 at level 200, which does hit the 1k threshold that I like. 630 attack, which is still, like I said, it's okay. It's not bad, but for a character with a Bruiser and Frenzy, like 630 attack is really freaking good. He has Poison on all of his attacks, which makes him ridiculously amazing. 345 defense and 312 focus at 200, which is not bad stats at all, and a 692 spiritual pressure at 200. Yo, hasta la vista, yo, and he waves goodbye to you. Like, oh my god, he's so good. Yo, Gin is bae, and he will continue to be bae. Oh my god. Now, I think that they were gonna make Retsu like a character other than Mind, to be honest, just because how this banner is set up. Like, Jushiro is a Mind character, Gin is a hard character, and Retsu is a Mind character. So I'm interested to see exactly why that is. Now, there are two more Espada killers, which is good. Why they, like I said, but they're both heart. But they're both orange, like Mind. So I don't exactly see how that'll balance out unless they're like meant to counter the hard character that comes out in the Legion of Regrets banner. It's coming out soon for global, but like I don't see that dude doing anything in PvP. So Retsu's definitely going to be one of the best contenders for the new Extreme Co-op. She's probably the moneymaker for this gacha, to be honest, just because I know a lot of people are going to be going out for her. Like, cooldown reduction 12%, you can get her up to what, 14, 28, 32, 42, 54 cooldown rate reduction, which sounds pretty spiffy. But I hope I did my math right. Whatever, we'll pretend I did my math right, guys. So all of these guys will require 3 Hogyoku wills. The droplets are 80 across the board with an additional 80 for their attribute, you already know. And keep in mind that level 200 stats are increased by a flat amount, so it's nothing special. It's just simple math. Stamina gets increased by 203, attack 95, defense 57, focus 55, spiritual pressure 62. I'd like to thank my homie Eisen, because he's the one who got me all the information for these translations for all the skills. And yeah, y'all know what it is, guys. Grind on, catch me up, hit me up, stay blessed. Let me know what you guys think about this banner. Let me know if you guys are still gonna summon on the banners that are coming up. And y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all.